the sleepy town of Millbrook, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone's business, the disappearance of 29-year-old nurse Emily Harper sent shockwaves through the community. Emily was known for her gentle bedside manner at Millbrook General Hospital and her volunteer work at the local animal shelter. On a crisp October morning, she failed to show up for her shift. Her co-workers, initially assuming she'd overslept or was caught in traffic, soon realized something was seriously wrong when her car was found abandoned at the edge of town. Keys still in the ignition. Police canvassed the neighborhood, questioning neighbors and friends. At first, authorities suspected a random act of violence, perhaps a carjacking gone wrong or an opportunistic crime. But nothing seemed forced. There were no signs of struggle, no eyewitnesses, and nothing missing from Emily's apartment except her purse. The town's sheriff described the case as baffling, and the tight-knit community was gripped by fear. As detectives dug deeper, they learned that Emily's personal life was more complicated than anyone in Millbrook had realized. Close friends mentioned that she'd recently ended a relationship that had been intense and, at times, controlling. Her journal, recovered from her apartment during a search warrant, hinted at late-night phone calls and strange encounters she had with someone she only referred to as M. There were cryptic entries about feeling watched, though Emily never specified by whom. Suspicion initially fell on strangers, people passing through town, but forensic evidence told another story. Surveillance footage from a nearby convenience store captured a familiar face. Her ex-boyfriend, Michael Cole, loitering near the grocery store around the time of Emily's disappearance. Police learned that Michael had a history of volatile behavior, though he had never been charged with a violent crime. When Michael was brought in for questioning, he insisted he hadn't harmed Emily, claiming he had been trying to reconcile with her. Investigators pressed further, and inconsistencies in his story began to unravel. Forensic analysis revealed fibers from Emily's scarf in his car, and GPS data from her phone placed her in a secluded area near the river, coincidentally close to Michael's family cabin. The community struggled with conflicting emotions: grief, disbelief, and anger. Emily's parents were devastated, often pleading with the public for tips. Her colleagues at the hospital, many of whom had shared lunches and late-night shifts with her, were haunted by the thought that someone they had trusted or thought they knew could be responsible. After a tense 2-week search, authorities found Emily alive but traumatized in a remote cabin along the river. Michael had confronted her after she refused to reconcile, and in a panic, she had managed to escape when he left for supplies. Emily had survived by staying hidden and moving quietly through the surrounding woods until help arrived. Michael was arrested and later convicted for harassment and unlawful confinement. Emily's return brought relief, but the emotional scars lingered. Millbrook learned that even in a town where everyone thought they knew each other, secrets can fester beneath the surface. Emily eventually returned to nursing, but she became an advocate for personal safety, speaking publicly about trusting instincts and recognizing warning signs. The case left an indelible mark on the town, proof that darkness can hide even in the most familiar places, and that resilience can emerge in the face of terror.